Man, y'all got me working overtime. I told y'all last video, I'm sick. I got the sniffles. I got a cold. I got a headache. I was up late last night making the John Jones video. I thought I was going to be able to just make that Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul video and just be wrong and just skate away with no accountability. Kind of like how John Jones and Dana White are doing, right? Just skate away, no accountability. Nah, man. Nah, man. Top comment. Top comment on my John Jones video. They said, nah, you got to talk about Tyson and Paul. Top comment? Y'all won't let me live? I can't just walk away and be wrong quietly? 19 likes on it. It's probably 20 now. So, hey, this video right here, it better have 20 likes. It better have 20 likes and 20 views, or else, I don't know, empty threat. Or else I'm going to get you. Empty threat. But, bro, come on now. I was in church today, and my buddy, he came up to me afterwards. He's like, you know you got to make that Tyson versus Paul video now. You know you got to give us that recap. You think you slick making the John Jones recap but not the Tyson recap? Oh. You see, hey, Bible says iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens another. That's what you got. That's what you need, man. You need some brothers who going to hold you accountable. They're not going to let you slide. Now I got to face the music. Now I got to admit, hey, guys, I was wrong. I was very wrong about Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. Dude, I thought he would be better. I thought he'd be faster, be stronger, have conditioning. I thought it was going to be a glorious fight. I thought Jake would be humble. I thought everyone would watch the fight like it was any other fight and it would be well received as entertainment. I thought Netflix was going to have crystal clear service and no bugs. Bruh. Now, if you're new here, you're probably thinking, wow, I am in the presence of the dumbest YouTuber ever. Huh? That's probably what you're thinking if you saw my video and now you're looking at how life is played out. But if you're a subscriber for a while, you're probably thinking, hey, stick around. He can get dumber, believe it or not. Sometimes flying squirrel, sometimes he's on point, but then sometimes he's just a falling squirrel. And that's really what we all are. That's really what a flying squirrel is. It's just a falling squirrel with style, baby. With style. Anyways, let me get back to this. What was I talking about? How I was completely wrong. Now, let me talk about what I liked about Tyson. I think he showed a lot of toughness. He was eating some really hard shots from Jake Paul. He slipped a few punches really nicely. He had some good counters. And he really looked like a tank out there. Like, he really looked scary. These punches were just sliding off his head. And he was taking them like a champ. But mostly what I saw was stiff movement, biting his glove, slow reflexes, and him slowing down over the course of the fight. Also, can somebody explain to me why this ever happened? Why was that a thing? I didn't see this live, but my buddy, okay, I'm going to change it. My buddy texted me. He said, hey, did you see Mike Tyson's cheeks just now? I said, you're talking about the ones on his face, right? Right? He said, no. You know, like, who was the cameraman? Who was the cameraman?
Come on now, dog.
And why was the cameraman going live? And also, can somebody tell Mike Tyson about compression? Let me change the photo. Can someone tell Mike Tyson about compression shorts? You don't have to do the jock strap. But, hey, I guess that's how they used to get down in the 80s, you know? Everyone go ask your dad about a jock strap. But anyways, man, I should have known. I really should have known. I had no excuse. Evander Hollyfield tried this recently. He tried fighting Vitor Belfort. I thought he was going to win. Vitor Belfort knocked that man out. He made him look so bad. And Evander Holyfield has been in good shape. He's been taking care of himself. He made Evander look like Evander looked like he came straight out of a nursing home and just got in the ring. And I should have known the stats for fighters over 35 years old is so drastic, especially if you're in a weight class under 155. You always take age into consideration. I made the mistake. I thought that this was like the Chicago Marathon. No, this is not the Chicago Marathon. Oprah ran the New York Marathon. But now Oprah can't go and fight Clarissa Shields in boxing. I don't know what I was thinking. My dad is 66. I'm 29 right now. I should have just looked at my dad and the way he moves and realized, hey, he probably can't fight a pro boxer. I don't care how tough he was when he was 20. My dad right now cannot. He shouldn't even be loading the Christmas tree from the attic by himself, let alone fighting a pro boxer. I know I was saying he's not a pro boxer. He's a pro boxer. Also, the Texas governor, Greg Abbott, why is he ringside? So yeah, guys, now I gotta be the one. I gotta be the one who takes a step back and looks at myself. Yeah. Look at yourself. You really thought someone your dad's age could beat someone your age in a boxing match? You really thought that? Really? Really, huh? I don't know. Maybe it was the sentiment. Maybe it was he was in such good shape. Maybe it was the aura. I fell for the aura. I fell for the 90s clip farming and the edits and oh, look, he was so tough back then and he has big muscles. Big muscles doesn't mean you could fight. And we all know this. And I fell for it. I didn't think about the knees, bro. Those knees, he looks so wobbly on those knees. He looks so wobbly. And I thought about my dad has bad knees. No matter how tough my dad is mentally, his knees are going to limit him. It don't matter how nice that 60s Camaro looks, that 1964 Mustang looks. The rust is on the wheels. The rust is on those parts, bro. It's rusty underneath the hood. I didn't think about it. I got caught up by the aura. I shouldn't be getting caught up by the aura. I should have realized Mike Tyson has been smoking weed, getting high for his whole life. He's been doing drugs. He's been doing mushrooms. He'd be sitting on that podcast with Henry Cejudo. Hey, what do you think is the meaning of life? Dude, he's been doing that longer than he's been training. I'm cooked, man. Not even, I didn't even think about how he was in a medical emergency earlier this year. Medical emergency, bro. He literally almost died. Let's see what he said. I almost died in June, had 8 blood transfusions, lost half my blood and 25 pounds in a hospital, and had to fight to get healthy to fight. So I won. What? And had to fight to get healthy to fight. So I won. Oh, okay. So he's saying he won. To have my children see me stand toe-to-toe and finish 8 rounds. He did finish. But I should have known that a 6-month training camp was not about to make up for 30 years of bad knees, 30 years of abiding fixation. Why was he doing that? But 30 years of drugs, 30 years of partying, drinking. So anyways, I'll share some sentiments that I heard from my friends. You know, someone said this fight encapsulated exactly what Jake Paul is. Loud, flashy, and lacking honor. You know, he came out in that car just like, who do you think you are, bro? Who do you think you are? His shorts were worth $1 million. Why? I've never looked at a boxer's shorts and thought, wow, man, what flashy shorts? That's so cool. Maybe it's like within the boxing community, that's a flex. But to me, I'm like, bro, that's stupid. $1 million? You know what a regular person could use with $1 million? Oh, there's diamonds glistening and they're jiggling around while he's fighting. I don't give a crap. And then the other sentiment was like, he lacks honor. Like, you're not fighting someone your age. You're fighting a guy who's out of his prime. He's old. That's the guy that you choose. Like, what kind of honor does that deserve? You hit an old man. That's what my wife said. She said, you just hit an old man. You want people to cheer you on for that? You literally hit a senior citizen. And I gotta agree, you know, at some points in that fight, he looked like my PE teacher. And I was thinking, I remember my PE teacher was so mean in middle school. If I was grown up, I couldn't punch my PE teacher in the face. Like, it would just take a lot. And so a lot of people are looking at Jake Paul like with a lot of disgust. I had another friend who was saying, man, these gimmick fights are getting old. And after every one, you just promise yourself, hey, this is my last Jake Paul fight. Until he fights a real boxer, this is my last Jake Paul fight. He's fighting these he's retired MMA guys, retired boxing guys, fighting Ben Askren. NBA players. And I say that too. I forget which fight it was that I was like, this is my last. I think it was Logan Paul, Floyd Mayweather. I told myself that is my last time watching a Logan Paul fight because it's just a gimmick. You feel like you got, especially Netflix. Netflix really won. Jake Paul and Netflix won because they got all their money and they didn't really have to show up, do nothing. But yeah, like you look at Jake Paul, you look at him differently. It's like every single fight you have, it comes with an asterisk. And celebrity fights, they seem to be overtaking these real boxing fights. And a lot of people are angry that fights like this are so popular. Fights like this can go and sell out AT&T Stadium, one of the biggest stadiums in America. Meanwhile, the guy in his undercard had been fighting since he was 6 years old. He was a real boxer. And nobody knows his name. That's really frustrating. I don't think it's the boxer's fault. I don't think it's boxing's fault. I think it's just the way it is. And the way that America, and more than America now, just the world works now. It's more about attention than skill. It's not a meritocracy. This world is not a world where the best people at the people who are the best at the job get the job. That is not how the world works now. It's the people who talk to the manager. It's the people who yap. It's the people who get themselves out there. They network. Jake Paul started just like me. I'm on this YouTube channel. 10 years from now, I could have 1 million subscribers or whatever. And I could be over here fighting. Who would I fight in a celebrity boxing match? If I became a famous YouTuber, who would I fight? I'd wait until John Jones was 70 years old and I'd fight John Jones.
Huh?
Yeah, I'd fight John Jones. But when he's 70. I don't give a crap. Jake Paul did it. I can't do it. I ain't fresh.
Hey, I ain't fresh. I ain't fresh. You're not fresh. No.
So last thing I'll talk about, I asked y'all, what do you think about this fight? Was it good for boxing or was it bad? Overwhelmingly, everyone said it was bad. Here's some of the comments. The whole thing was just depressing by Shameless MMA. Yeah, it is. It was kind of depressing. You don't want to see your dad at 60 fighting somebody. Influencer boxing has become the nail in the coffin for the sport of boxing. It's kind of sad. Boxing is so corrupt and MMA is so much better, in my opinion, that this was inevitable. Yeah, I feel like this wouldn't be able to happen in MMA. I think they've tried it, but MMA is a thing where you have to have some skill. Like, you can't go out there and not know how to fight because the fight will just end in 2 seconds. Like, if you know jiu-jitsu, if you don't know jiu-jitsu, the fight ends in 30 seconds. And it's just so much more well-rounded. But I think just the way boxing is set up, it's doomed to fail. I don't think it'll come back unless you get something like the UFC for boxing. Ebonilze, probably, 99% of my subscribers are male, so that means that there are 40 females who subscribe to me. This is one of the 40. Congratulations. I'm just glad I was already up anyway. Didn't stay up just to see that. Yeah, I feel you. Saw a bunch of great fights between actual boxers. Then Jake Paul got in the ring. Oof. Silver lining was we got to see what actual boxing looks like during the early fights. Then got to see what a clown show Paul's boxing career really is. He exposed himself last night as an unserious boxer. He's not a fighter. He's an entertainer. I agree. I think he is an entertainer. And that's why I don't get mad at Jake Paul, because if I was in his shoes, I would do the exact same thing. I don't want to fight a fighter in their prime for less money and less attention. No, I'm going to fight someone who's not in their prime for more money. Like, at the end of the day, my bank account is my bank account. My bank account don't got no feelings. I got to pay my bills. The people I'm paying rent to, they don't care where I got my money from. They just want their money. So, it can go back and forth. I don't really think it was good or bad for boxing. I just think it humbled athletes, showing that time is ticking. Your body's decaying. Your glory is temporary. Mike has preached about being humble in the past, but he didn't recognize his limits. That's a great point. Tzak Diakadim. Oh, shout out to you, man. You got Yahweh in your profile pic. See, real ones know that says Yahweh. Anyways, yeah, I think that's a good point. Hopefully more older athletes can recognize this and see this as a warning. I mean, you had Evander Hollyfield. He tried it. It did not work out well. I don't know where it has worked out well for any retired fighter coming back. It's really just been bad for everybody. And Ice Dingle 8400 said, just gonna say, you guys who are here saying ish like Mike is gonna take his head off, you guys are a huge part of the problem. Hey, why you saying F me for? If no one was saying stupid ish like that and everyone was calling this what it was, which is a shame to the sport of boxing, they might actually realize how effed up this ish is. Hey, bro. Relax. Ice Dingle. Okay, yeah, it's kind of messed up that a 27-year-old was calling out a 60-year-old. Yeah, you're right. And you know what? I'll try to not make that mistake again. The problem is we all say it's messed up. We all say this shouldn't be happening, but then we all still watched it. And that's the issue. I don't think the issue is us talking about it. The issue is us watching it. And last, bag chasing in. Same here, rigged. I don't think it was rigged, man. If anything, I think Jake Paul took it easy on him. And Jake Paul had some opportunities to take his head off. And he didn't. But I don't know. What do y'all think? Thanks for holding me accountable, making me make this apology video. I ain't apologizing for Jack. Just kidding. Yeah, but I'm not apologizing. I'll admit that I was wrong. I think I saw this in the wrong way. And I probably overestimated Tyson and underestimated Jake, the problem child, Paul, El Gallo, whatever that means. But thanks for watching. I'll see y'all later. Peace.